Finally got 3 out of 4. All the wires that were having issues I replaced. Hello, retirement day! Retirement in the house. Oh, I need a party hat. What's up? You're looking for cat ears, man. That's the one with the ears. Well, maybe you're looking for a party hat. It's more affordable. I'm trolling in a different spot. I'm trolling back by, I'm trolling by the pass. What's up, Jarvis? I'm gonna make a loop back in this back of this cove, and then it doesn't look real promising. I'm gonna go back into the inlet of Discontent there. See if we can get one more out of that inlet this afternoon. First, we'll finish the drag back to this back area. Feels like there should be some deer out. Hello, Jarvis! Sun's out a little bit. That means it's about to get cold. As soon as the sun is out long enough to make it cold, then it'll probably start snowing. That's what they're calling for, a lot of snow coming up. That looks like a deer right there. Should be deer out. Not a deer, it's a deer stick. A deer-shaped stick. I caught some little ones, you know, trolling around that, trolling out in the open there on my way back across. Got some little tiny fish. I think I got a little tiny one on right now too. There's some birds. Wind's puffing up. Yeah, it seems like when there's a bunch of feedback in this part of the inlet, it holds fish, but I mean, I guess I'm seeing some feed on the bottom a little bit. The sun is a rare beast around here. It's like, ah! Did you see the update from Phil Friedman on the Wahoo? They're hauling him in. They're getting him on the Wahoo bombs. It looks like they're getting him on that Raider jig from Catchy Tackle too. I wish I was on that boat. Oh man, here comes the snow. Look at this. Snowing a little bit. You see it? Gusty wind. Gusty wind and snow. That wide open Wahoo sounds like a good time. No way I can do that now. By the time you got out on the boat now, it'll probably be too late anyway. I wonder how long it'll go on for. Hello, Saving Grace. We're out here getting the sun blasted. Looking for the keeper size king salmon again. We got one today. Catbird, what's up? Oh my goodness, the countdown has begun. Yeah, you know, the report for the Wahoo was like outstanding when we went down, and then we just missed them. Didn't land on them. Hopefully next year they'll take us to the fish instead of taking us to catch flying fish. Oh, thank you so much, whoever did that. I saw something happen. fished in here all year. Not producing. So far it's not producing. It could produce though. Oh, thank you so much! The ultimate supporter! Holly's on the text. I don't know how she's getting away with texting today. She's supposed to have some kind of evaluation or something today at work. She's on the phone. Must be over. I know, I need a second keeper bad. We're gonna try. Holly said she could work on her classroom a little bit tonight. We can try in the same spot where we caught those two yesterday. We can give that a good old, run down. It seemed like it didn't matter what we did back and forth in there. It was only gonna give us 2 fish. We left a little bit early. Tomorrow's supposed to be real nice. Down payment on the next keeper. I like Terry. Was it Terry L? Somebody was giving me $2 every time I caught a keeper. That was good. Oh, the clapping seal and the happy poo. Thank you so much. Did you get to see the big head earlier? I had such a big head. I was catching these tiny fish with a big head. Yeah, that's good. We repaired the wire. And probably at least 3 out of 4 of our wires will just snap off. I need to get some new wire cutters. My wire cutters aren't really, it makes it take a long time to rig when my wire cutters won't cut the wire clean. Oh, Kumari, hello! You see the big head, Kumari? Look. Where'd it go? Big head. Hello! I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat! Like and subscribe for the big head! Come on, fish. I was seeing a little bit of life in here, but not anymore. Go back over. Do I pick them up and go where we caught fish yesterday, or just keep trolling around in here and hoping that we can get one? I guess we should go back where we were. I don't know. It's pretty weak over here. Get your arms, yeah. Tell you what, don't underestimate the alligator, man. Those things will eat you alive. Zyro said he saw some alligators recently. Oh yeah, he said he thought it was asleep and then it jumped off the log or whatever. Yeah, I've been playing with fire with that one splice on my main heavy line there was falling apart. One of the crimps fell apart. I was just fishing like that for days and days, weeks and weeks, like a month. It was on the 16th fathom mark. There's the crimp burned up, slipped off. But the way I've spliced them with that, it's got that, love joint or whatever, where it goes in and then around, pulls together. I thought it would be cool with this one trip, and it was. We got rid of it though. Thank you so much, Randall Rhino out of the 449. Thank you. I think I got a little tiny fish on right now. 130. 130. Think if we stayed where we were and just kept going back and forth, we would have got one by now. I'm not coming down here for no town talk. I was telling him the story about the time. Remember when we went out of Kipta Peak? We went out of Kipta Peak and there was that lightning storm off to the southwest, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna go to the southwest of us, don't worry. And then we went out there and it was like right behind us. Someone was with us, they were like huddled up in the corner, they were so scared of the lightning. 20-pound tog. I don't want no tog. What about the striped bass? Let's go get the striped bass. I think we got a plan for my property there in Virginia, Brad. Stand by, and I'll be able to build something there. Oh, you can build something there. That's what we should do. Get ready to build in Fluvanna County. I need a trailer. Build me the trailer and foundation. Fishing is terrible so far, Brad. We can't even get out of here. Oh, bluefin. We got him out of the Chickatee. Did you have to let him go? Didn't they close the season or something? If you killed him, it sounds like you didn't have to let him go. I had a good trip on the Shogun down in California. I got 13 yellowfin and a wahoo and a yellowtail with an oversized bass rod. Hey, you should book for next year, Brad. I already booked my trip. I got it paid for. The day of the storm. What storm? Oh yeah, that day. Yeah. No, I was telling them about the gay bar. We caught him on the gay bar until it was over. Wasn't that the day with the gay bar and the crimp that pulled out, and then the never-ending bluefin? That's way, way past the statute of limitations. But we had bluefin out the wazoo. We were using bluefin for bait. Catching mako. Didn't we get our mako? I think we had a mako. It bit on bluefin. Oh, the water in that other inlet looks dirty. I can see over there. It's like, I can see where the water's coming in here. It looks all kinds of dirty. Maybe that's good. Water in this is clean in here. Oh, that was, oh, okay. But we did pull the crimp that day with the lightning, didn't we? We had some big bluefin out in the, I remember seeing it out there, and it pulled the crimp on the 150 pound. That's when I stopped using the crimps on that light stuff. I think I didn't crimp it down hard enough. Alright, I'm gonna go pull my gear in. You guys are just gonna have to wait. What do you want to look at? I'll put you out here. You can look out in the look out. I'll pull my gear. I don't have enough battery. Last time the battery died. Coming on the Shogun, you better get on the list for next year, Brad. 2026. Let's Talk Hookup 8-day in October. Get on the list. Or maybe there's an open spot. Be right back. I gotta pull the gear to stabilize, then we're gonna go over to the other spot. Lots of little ones. I caught some little tiny ones here. Not what we're looking for. like work too. We got like an hour and a half to fish here. Maybe fish a little bit longer. It's like slack high tide right now. Johnny, some all the pepper. I haven't checked on what you're doing recently. I guess your thumbnail title has a provocative ring to it. I haven't been free when it's been on. had one small one on the White Assassin on the metal flasher. Had a 15-inch or something. You gotta go through Canoe Pass. Seems like there's not very many fish around in here. Let's get another keeper, but we're gonna try. We've been biting better on outgoing tide, but what are you gonna do? We have high tide. It's up in the grass. Pretty high. Well, we got our wire fixed. That's a big deal. I don't like messing around with that stuff. Doesn't have to. We haven't put any new wire on since Coho's. I usually change my wire a lot. I'll just do the bottom 20 fathoms. I don't have much wire left now. I got enough for one. Oh, the cut is starting. Starting out pitching. This is a good spot to shoot ducks. I came here and shot ducks with Cade one time because they got to go through this little hole. If you sit right in the middle of the pass, they have to fly right by you. Yeah, they call it Canoe Pass because you need a canoe to get through here on both sides. It's got the ocean water on this side. See how the water looks all chalky? So it's super dirty. Maybe it'll have some fish in it too. Oh, Lassie, good to see you. It's been a long time, Sweden. Is it Lassie, Sweden? Through the part where you can see the trees anyway. It's so shallow. There's a heck of a lot of current. It's like boiling up. See where it's boiling right there? Big time. It's still rushing in, I guess. Pouring into the back bay. Hopefully some fish came in with it. We will put our lines back out here on the other side of this thing. In the past, Well, the tide can be up to like 14 feet here. But I don't know. I have to check. I never know. On average, I'd say like 4 or 5 foot at low tide. And, well, no, it'd be like water under my keel. I don't know. Anywhere from 3 foot at low tide to 10 feet underneath me at high tide. It's shallow. High tide right now though. Yeah, it looks like it's still rushing in, man. But let's set our gear. Let's set the gear and then worry about the tide. I'll take you out there. Hopefully we got time to. Well, hold on. Let me throw my stavia and then I'll take you out there. Cut the motor out. Don't know how to pilot out. Better be quick before the daggone battery runs out again, like it did the last time. Yeah. Here's my gear all up on the rack. So we're running. Plus the spoons on the. Actually, some of that stuff we're not running. There's more gear than what I'm using. A little bit more. Need to get a new herring for this one, but haven't done it yet. Forgot how bad it was twisted up on it. Replaced it. Tell that boat to get out of here. It's my spot, only my spot. long grass. Yeah, now we're fishing. Okay. Bring all this stuff back into the cabin piece here. Need all that stuff. Yeah. Soap can go here. Tools can go here. Well, let's go there. Alright. Okay, which way next? Guess we're gonna go over here. Well, head this way. Don't matter that much. Trippy! Choo-choo-choo-choo! What's up, Trippy? Dig it, Tommy Russell 415. We're in prime time now. I wish this other boat wasn't in here. Get out of here, other boat. bird is that? Is that bufflehead? What's that? Look at it. No, it's I guess it's a murre. I was thinking it was like a cool duck, but it's not a cool duck. It's a not cool duck. It's a duck. It's, there we go. Get a spot for you. Lots of feed on the ledge here where it drops off to whatever it drops off to, 25 fathoms. A lot of feed in there, around 17 fathoms. That's good. When it turns around, it washes it up into this little funnel, and that's when the fish get it. It's a dang on right in my spot. This is, I suspect, not a sapling. Are we buffering again? Back in the bin! Are we buffering? Everything looks good. 2.8 knots. There's some feed down there. The tide is going out, but the time of day is right. Good time of day. Give it a shot here. Come on, bite. Oh, nice feed mark right there. Nice little patch of feed. No buffering, good. That's good. Good sign of the feed. I know. Come on, biters. Well, this one spot's getting hammered. There's two of us in here every day. That other boat's back in here. He's running 800 horsepower, so you know why he's here. He don't want to go anywhere else and burn up all his fuel. Got twin 400s on the boat. That's a good boat to troll around when you're only getting one or two fish. Why don't you get out of here? Not ever going to make any money like that. Just catching the fish because he wants to catch fish. It's a big old high tide up in here. That other boat's probably been going back and forth all around in here all day, all afternoon. I mean, I guess it's just two, but it's late afternoon by the time schedule we got. It's about the end of it. You guys want some grapefruit? Sure, we're doing this thing right here. Better eat it before it goes bad. He might be doing better than me in the shallows with his fishing rods. I don't know. We're picking up a few in the shallows. Thank God for grapefruit. I really like to eat these things. Ooh, rusted it. I wish we could get better quality here, but still, still like them. Oh, my mouth is watering just thinking about the yellowtail and wahoo for dinner tonight. That would be good. Not bad. It's kind of old, you know, it's kind of lightweight, soft. I think its kernels aren't even the right color. I'll try it anyway, it's probably good. Yeah, the yellowtail looks real fatty. Looks good. I don't know, I got one pig today. Got an old grapefruit. on. It's all this good or bad. It's bad. Big heavy raindrops. Pouring rain, I'll probably lose you guys. Oh, that back on the rail! Get your deer. It's raining ice pellets, look. Like that. You probably can't see it because you're probably buffering by now with that storm. Oh yeah, the ice pellets are really coming down. Here they come. Get your deer, holy mackerel. Have you seen my new side effect? Holy mackerel! How many deer did you get, holy mackerel? Why don't you shoot one, man? I'm not the one out there hunting and not killing any deer. You have to shoot near the structure, the vital structure of the heart and lungs and liver. The deer structure, shoot them in the structure. You need advice in the hunting strategy. At least you're shooting at them, I'll give you that. You gonna go to Dead Beach? I heard they're biting at Dead Beach. Everybody else is already at Dead Beach. It's grapefruit. Really questionable. Okay. Are you gonna be live? It's crowded. You go to the bait shop, Zyro? Get some advice on how to catch those snook. Grapefruit's not so good. Look at that. I got one bite of it, tasted kind of funky. The sun? Yeah, it's gonna go down soon. Who did that? Thanks, Albert! Get out there, holy mackerel! Are they all too big, or are there some Oh yeah, get the bear. What the heck? You have to use a bow. You shoot it with a rifle. The bow doesn't seem to be working out so good this year. Thank you so much, David Logan. Yeah. Well, the jig head depends on how much current and how deep it is, but it looked like there wasn't much current and it wasn't very deep. I don't know. Yeah. Well, you need to start killing deer and leaving the deer parts in there, and then the bear will come get it. You can be there when the bear comes back to get more deer carcasses. That's how I got my bear in Virginia. I brought a bunch of deer carcasses from the suburbs where I was bow hunting and threw them out in the forest at my farm out in the country. And the bear was around, and sure enough, I ran into it, blasted it with my muzzle loader. Did I just see sea lions? Those look like lions. Those might have been sea lions right there. Sea lions are almost a good sign in here. When you see the lions, there's usually king salmon, like lots of them. Or they're coming. Look at us saw sea lions. It's either sea lions or porpoises. That sounds good. That should work. I got some bear in my freezer. But I gotta get busy eating all this yellowfin tuna. My freezer, I brought a new freezer for the trip and it's packed. I completely packed it with yellowfin tuna. There was 4 boxes of tuna, a little bit of wahoo and yellowfin, or yellowtail, but pretty much all yellowfin. It was still froze hard too when it got here. That was good. Yeah, I had that last night. Tonight I'm at wahoo and yellowtail. If I remember, I'm going to go to the grocery store, get some seaweed and some wasabi and all that stuff. Look at these ducks. We got these fancy ducks. You got any ducks like this? Holy mackerel? Look at them. Those are, I'm not sure what they are. Let me look and I'll tell you what they are. Some kind of fancy sea duck. Those are Barrow's Goldeneye. They're very fancy. They got a purple sheen to them, and then they got a big gold eye. Barrow's Goldeneye. Look them up. They got like purple and black and white. Barrows and the golden eyes, a trophy duck. They've been hanging out in here every winter. They're here all winter. Duck season only goes to like December 15th though. Well, there's another boat in here catching up on all my fish. That's what. Daggone Mark Savington. He's on the drag over there where I caught the fish yesterday. I could have cut him off, but I don't want him to cut me off, so I didn't cut him off. Cruising around out here, hoping I run into one. Could happen. I think I just saw 2 sea lions. That's a good thing. What kind of venison are you making, Gates? Tomorrow the weather's supposed to be nice, but the seas are still going to be high. It's supposed to be low wind, but still, I'm trying to remember what they said. Something bad, like 13-foot seas or 12-foot seas. I'll try and get out to the pinnacles though. That's where I want to go. Maybe they'll be biting tomorrow. If not tomorrow, they'll probably bite on Monday pretty good. They should start biting anytime. Anytime, but we haven't had the weather to get offshore, you know. We need that weather to get better. Sap that dude. Sap. That's not good. I feel like that's not good. If you get the zoom fluke, if you get the gulp jerk shad works even better. It's way more expensive, but if you can't catch your fish, that's better. Open for king salmon? I don't know. Halibut will be open for sure. Sports fishing will be open. You can always go trolling with sports rods. Look it up. Come on, fish, right here. Right now, let's go. Well, deckhand, they get paid like, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 20% usually, maybe 25. Depends what they're bringing to the table. But what I've experienced, anybody who's new ends up costing me more money than making me money. One time I took a guy chum fishing to help me make some money. I was tired of pulling him in the boat. He came out, he didn't break anything, and he pulled a lot of fish in. That was nice. I split the money with him. But I just wanted a break. The king salmon is different. It's like every fish, you have to land each fish, and it's not easy. As soon as you lose a fish, it's like there goes all the potential wages pretty much. As soon as you break something on the boat, it's like I'm losing money quick. Blue, no, this is the white. White. They got a lot of different colors. I don't know. I've never caught a snook, but the sea trout, striped bass, the flounder, they all like white at night. White or like white and black. White with a black back works good. Pearl. I mean pearl is what I'm talking about. The pearl. Pearly white. They got a color, it's called electric chicken, that works good too. It's green and pink. I don't know why fish like that, but they do. Sea trout like it for sure. I don't know, but you might buy 5 or 6 different colors and you'll find out that white is always a good one. White with a black back, and then maybe another color too, but other colors can be off and on. I don't know, I never fished for snook. I kind of like to. Used to fish a lot of tandem rigs under the lights. Mostly fish right outside the light. They don't like to bite in the light that much. Sometimes they will. They'll be hitting the bait fish in the light, but it's hard to trick them with the artificial. Cast out of the shadows. Look it back. We use a tandem rig with a dropper loop. Tie a dropper loop and you put 2 oars like this far apart. It helps to trick the fish it's not buying it when you throw the lure, but when it sees 2, it thinks all of a sudden that it's safe. Well, you also can fish, you fish a white one and then a black one, or a black back, or a white one and a purple one, or electric chicken and white. That way, if they want one color or the other, they get to choose, because there's 2 different colors in the water. Jerk bait? Are you talking about like a Rapala kind of jerk bait, or the jerk bait like I'm talking about the gulp jerk bait? It's a split tail minnow with like a long body. It's the same as a Zoom Super Fluke. I don't have it out right now, David. It did. I haven't caught any keepers on it that I can remember, but it's catching fish. I got in the money spot I got bait out, and then spoons down there deep where I've been catching fish. I've also been getting a lot with the, that green squid on that one Vetro flasher, so I got that out. That black one I use this time of year when I get offshore, like between now and I'll use it all winter. I'll use it out there on the pinnacles. I got a whole pack of them somewhere here. Unfortunate, I got my deer. I wanted to get the deer, but I can't shoot any more deer. I feel like the deer is going to be running around once it gets cold. I'll probably go do something on Sunday. Time to rabbit hunt is right now before it gets snow, but when it does snow, then you can see where all the rabbits go. I got some rabbit snares, some hair snare or whatever. Got some little tiny snares. Actually, I might have left them in, not sure where they are. I'm gonna find them. Yeah, it's a statewide permit, David, from the Cape Suckling to Canada is Power Troll area. That's the zone. It's like 700 miles of coastline. You're trolling shrimp on jig heads? What in the world? Yeah, I guess part of it is we're not allowed to go out in the ocean. I mean, that's not open for trolling right now. There's closed areas. We're only allowed to fish in the bays right now. Jack Bay, Yakutat Bay, Sitka Sound, Chatham Strait, Cross Sound, Frederick Sound. Around Craig, I guess, what do they call those areas? I don't know the names of those places. Baccarelli Bay, the Gulf of Esquivel, something like that. Those are the trolling areas in the winter. I think they do catch everything on shrimp down there. All those guys always use live shrimp. Could be what those snook were eating there under the light. Oh yeah. That's pretty cheap. I'm not sending you no deer. You should send me some wild hog. Don't shoot a pig. Yeah. Thanks for signing in, everyone. Tap the screen. Like and subscribe. I'm not catching anything now, but I will. God willing, we'll catch so many fish. It's just slow right now. Especially in the summer, it's hot. Just subscribe. Check back later if you want to see some fish. This is really slow. It's Winter Kings. It's slow so far this year. It's like I troll around endlessly, and then every once in a while it's like, ah! We get one. We've been getting 2 a day. I already got one. I'm interested in getting the pompanos. I want the pompano pretty bad. My whole vacation aspiration is completed with one long-range trip. Is all the vacation I can afford, that's for sure. That's a hell of a vacation. That's like a big boy vacation right there. That is like no more vacation after that. Hello, Churchy! Snook. They got, yeah, redfish and flounder too. I love flounder. Don't forget about the flounder. Is that still closed? I heard they closed it or something. Yeah, we're gonna get offshore soon. It'll be fishable out there. I watched some video on YouTube last night where the guy was testing an ugly stick rod. Maybe you've seen it. It was in Australia, and they're like, let's test this ugly stick rod. They put like a big hunk of mackerel, like a 3-pound piece of mackerel on a big circle hook with a bunch of wire, and then sent it out there with a giant spinning reel and this ugly stick blue water rod, and hooked a shark. And they was fighting it, and they were crying and whining and pulling on it. Two guys were pulling on this thing for who knows how long. They got it in, and it was like a 500-pound great white. They pulled it up to the beach, and talk about dangerous. I guess he got out in the water with it and turned it around. Holy mackerel. Thanks, Sergey. Yeah, we're out here just chilling. Oh, yeah. I like Bob's channel. I'm in there every day. I like it when I wake up in the morning. Bob's on, and then sometimes I watch Fly Time with Nimby. Both. I'll go back and forth. Whoever's on. Skeeter's good for a change, too. I like watching him. Skeeter hardly ever catches any daggone fish, though. He needs to work on his location, I think, is the best. These guys always go to the same place. We should find out where Bob caught all those yellow perch and go out there. Sergey with the pink. Yeah, it's not really profitable. I mean, it is. I went out yesterday for like 3 hours and got two. That was good. Right next to the harbor. It's just a matter of time before they start biting. Some days you only get two, and then the next day you might get, 10. It's just, I also don't really want to do anything else except for go trolling, so. I fished for like 3 hours yesterday and caught two fish. They were worth $198, so. That pays for everything. Groceries, fuel, and a little bit towards the vacation in October. They're about $85 on average right now. I'm waiting until I get offshore. But yeah, this time of year, like other times of year, later in the winter, they don't really get in here. But this time of year, anytime a bunch can come in here. Between now and the end of December. I mean, we've been getting a few. Some years they're just none in here, but there's a few, so it's kind of like a tease, waiting for them to go off. And there's really not much else we could do with the weather being as bad as it is. I went pretty far, like 5 miles, to try and get fish out of the back bay, and that's all I got was one fish. Probably could have got a fish just trolling right here next to the harbor. But so far I haven't, so it might have been a good. Moorage for my boat is like $40 a month. But if you're not a resident of Yakutat, they like inflate it to where it's super expensive. I don't even know. Triple that or something. They're really out to tax the heck out of everyone in Yakutat right now because they stopped. They used to get money from the Forest Service when the National Forest would allow logging, and then a certain percentage of the logging money would go back to the city, the local school. They give it to the city to use for the school. Well, the brilliant geniuses decided to stop logging in the forest, in the National Forest. They said no more logging, and so now there's no more income. So now they weren't paying like $600,000 a year to this town where there's 500 people. So now the city's looking to make up a $600,000 a year loss when they stop doing timber receipts. That's the gist of it. They raised all the taxes on everything. So you can look for the moorage to go up too. Yeah. Well, it's 800 in Sitka. When I go to Sitka, I gotta pay 800. They want to raise the rates, but it's like, what do you think you're gonna get? You're taking so much money from us. We don't have any money. So they tax the out-of-town people. The marina's actually falling apart, so the old city manager got a bunch of money together in grant money to rebuild the harbor, like $18 million. But once they got an $18 million harbor, they're gonna need to charge more money. We're trying to keep them from doing it. All they had to do is really fix a few broken things, you know. You don't need an $18 million harbor. You know, they were saying that like they needed to put little ladders. They didn't have enough money because they had to put ladders, you know, like the folding ladder that goes into the dock. And you've seen we got a small harbor here. It's like, I don't know, it's like 100 yards out and 50 yards on either side. To put ladders like here and there was going to be an additional $180,000. Like whoever comes up with these numbers is insane. Government contractors can just get away with murder. Let's see where that other boat went to. Yeah, there is nobody. This other boat that's in here right now, it's not a viable commercial fishing operation. There's quite a few people that, like this guy, he's probably doing it just for a tax write-off, you know? He just wants to sell a few fish so that he can say he's a commercial fisherman, and then he'll write everything off on his taxes with the boat and everything else. It's an additional write-off. Plus, it's just fun to go catch king salmon. It'd be nice if we could actually catch a couple of them. Come on! At least we didn't get skunked. Second now, we gotta get a couple more. Well, we might have to wait for a week before we start catching some. Commercial fishing? Well, I've been fishing since I was 3. You know, I trout fished in this place where they put the trout in, and originally we had to buy like a trout pass. It was like 85 bucks, and they put these really big fish in. And so, you know, you got like 50 or 60 guys standing around the creek catching fish. And that was when I was really little. I fished on those fish till they got messed up. When the state got involved with the stocking, it got all messed up. But I've just always been blessed to be able to catch fish, at least as well as anybody else. So whatever fishery I've been in, you know, I've seen that it's not impossible to catch the fish. So I did some work as a charter captain when I first came up here as a deckhand and a charter captain. And I learned that, like, you know, we would go out and catch king salmon, right? And then at the end of the day, the guys maybe give me 75 bucks a day in tips. And I found out the commercial guys in town were like getting, you know, $100 a fish, and then here I am fishing all day, and the guys are giving me 75 bucks. And I'm like, we're catching lots of fish. It's like, but I didn't realize that, you know, being able to go out on a charter boat in the summertime, in the middle of the best time to catch them, not the same as trying to catch them right now. Anyway. Some old guys showed me some stuff, and then I did all my own stuff and like figured I knew how to do it better. And after years and years of trolling, I realized that like all the stuff the old guy showed me at first is still the same stuff that works the best now. Try and reinvent the wheel, you know. There's Shannon. Shannon, a taco! There's definitely some people who aren't good enough at fishing to be commercial fishermen. I'd say most people. And a lot of people think they're good fishermen, but they're really not. They think that they know something that they don't know, and then, you know, they always have some excuse why they're not producing the results that would indicate that they actually did know what they were doing. I'm talking about like any fishery in general. Like if you line a bunch of guys up on a bridge and you're all fishing for striped bass, which I've done many times, you know, there's going to be like 5 or 10% of all those people are going to be the ones that go home with a keeper, and it'll be the same 5 or 10%, you know, night after night. It's pretty much the same way with trolling. When you got your commercial hooks down, though, you got a lot more hooks. You got a better chance to at least get something. But this whole Winter King game, it's like there's so few fish, and it can be so tough that most guys just don't do it. It's too hard. And it takes too much patience. Like, it is terrible fishing right now. There's no two ways about it. But if you don't go out, you won't be there when they start hitting. And the way it works is like, I'll find the fish will show up, and if you're there, you can make like $1,000 or whatever. Then you go out the next day and you make $1,000, and then the next day a bunch of people show up, and it's not so good. But usually you get like 2 bites a month, and then you scratch the rest of the time. So you think about that, it's like 4,000 plus scratch fishing, which is, this is horrible. You should be better than this. You make pretty good money. Pretty good money for me is not the same as pretty good money for somebody else. They want, you know, $250,000 or $300,000 a year. That's not me. I'm real happy if I can get anywhere close to $100,000. It ain't happening at 2 fish a day, though, I'll tell you that much. Especially when you get days where you don't catch anything, or like today we only got 1. That's bad. Real bad. But it's not, it does this in November sometimes. Those old guys, they always say, it'll get better, you know? It's gonna get better. Anytime now to get better. Comes that other boat again. Oh, there's Tex. No, that's just the story about the commercial fishing. It's a thing. So I sold my permit to a guy when I went and bought my power troll permit. I sold my hand troll permit, and which is like a lesser permit. And fishing was good at the time. I mean, I sold it to this guy, and he's thinking he's going to get the permit and catch a bunch of fish. He like never catches anything. He quit. His boat's in the parking lot right now with the tarp over it. And I talked to some guys about that, and they're like, yeah, well, he never fished anyway. He's like, not a fisherman. He just thought he could get the, he thought if he had a permit, he could just go catch fish and make money like everybody else. But that's not how it works. Not in the long run. Oh, there's DB3, D3B. I haven't had to worry too much about catching any fish. There's nothing going on. But here's a guy who's like, oh, here we go. Yeah, we can survive off 100,000. 100,000 is good, but a lot of people here aren't content with that kind of money. They don't even consider that being enough money now. They're like, that's not real money. Like, what are you talking about? It's six figures, man. That always was the goal, but the goalposts moved, you know? Now it's like, crap, they do all this money out of the system and the six figures isn't what it used to be, that's for sure. Especially now with fuel costing like 5 times more than it did before. Yeah, a lot of people are giving up in Alaska. It's because of all the inflation, you know, it's so bad. And the regulations, closing everything because there's no fish. It's like, oh my goodness. I heard they got some king crab back in now. That's good. Even that's like a bright spot. We opened king crab season. They're talking about they're hatching the king crab. They're like putting them in. What's up, Alaska Critter Cube? Yeah, you know, I'm trying to grow the YouTube. I still forgot to put, I need to get the, it would be so much better for my channel if you guys could see the fish as they come in. But right now I wanted to donate like half the money I was getting from YouTube, and then I crunched the numbers and it's like, oh, I'm negative money. But recently I've been making money, but not much, like 150 bucks a month, and just investing it in Bitcoin. So hopefully that could turn a profit. And at some point I'll take profits back and give something back to charity. Christian, give it back to the church is my plan, not specifically. But at this point, there's not really enough money to worry about. I think it would be wiser to invest it. Invest, and later I'll take profits and share them. That's my plan. Like go gold digging. Yeah, I might have to go gold digging if we can't catch any king salmon. That's the backup plan here. But there's no emergency. It is kind of I am in a bit of a crunch right now because I got very limited funds after my vacation, and now I got to put a new carpet in my condo, in our condo. My wife, when I married her, she had a condo in Juneau. We've been trying to sell it and it won't sell. And the realtor's like, well, you need to change the carpet. Well, that's $6,200 bucks. So that's really stretching it thin for me after my $15,000 vacation and no fish. No, like normally I make at least like $15,000 in the fall. This year is like $5 grand and not even $4,000. Maybe less than 4,000. So there's a big difference between, you know, last year was more like 30,000, like 4,000 or 30,000. That's fishing. It's like you have to save money when it's good because it's not always going to be good. Doesn't mean that the sky's falling. It's just not a good fall this year. I heard it's slow in Sitka too. I heard it was terrible in Sitka and now it's just slow, so that's good. Usually March and April is the best. A lot of guys like July, but I don't have a big boat, so I don't go out in the big king salmon areas. I'm kind of like tentatively looking at, well, I'm planning on going, like I have the rating for a 50-ton master's license with the Coast Guard or whatever. I need to go, but I don't hold the document. I let it expire, so I've got to go take all the tests again. But I was going to do that. I actually want to see if I can get the sea time from that boat, the Shogun, because I heard that was 158 tons. If I could get the sea time from the Shogun, it might help me get my 100-ton. That's what everybody wants, is a 100-ton license. But anyway, I just need to get my captain's license again, and then I was thinking about cleaning this boat up to where it's like touristy and taking out some tourists, trolling for kings in the spring. Like in May, whenever they close it in April, it usually closes April 15th. So April 15th until May, it's closed. And then in May, it's 1 day a week. And then it opens wide open July 1st. But like all between April 15th and July 1st, I could be taking tourists out, you know, 2, 3 at a time for like $300 or $400 a day, and just troll for kings or whatever right around town here. I can't halibut fish without some crazy halibut permit, but there's a lot of tourists just wandering around here that, you know, I could get at least some business for sure. Better than not working at all. I refuse to work for somebody else unless I'm like starving. Unless we didn't have any option, I work for somebody else. But after living my life and being almost 50 years old and working for myself for so long, it's like, I don't want to work for anybody else. It's like, I absolutely have to. Yeah, I'm trolling. I'm about to quit. Anytime I might quit. Holly said she could kill some time at work so I could keep trolling. Doesn't seem like anything's going on, but right about now the tide should start going out. I kind of want to go down this inlet to the right and then I'll call it night. Yeah, there's tons of money in here for the tourists. They got a, I heard there's like 30,000 people coming here to go fishing in the summer. But yeah, there should be some fish come around here. I mean, there was a bunch of king salmon running around this summer. They cut the quota by 40% so we wouldn't overfish them. And then we caught the fish because there was fish out there in the summer. We caught the fish real quick, 4 days. And the sports fleet, they told the sports fleet this year, like, hey, you guys can't just take the commercial fish anymore. So they shut them down pretty quick. Like, they caught their fish sometime in August, and then they had to stop keeping them. Fish this summer, I think they're around, they're just not in yet. I remember one summer it just went on until it just never closed. There was nobody caught anything, and we still caught fish that winter. Yeah, the tourists will be here in March, actually, late March. They come for halibut in the summer and salmon in the river. There's a big river here that's really famous called the Duck River. But they start coming in April because there's a lot of steelhead. It's the most famous steelhead here. We used to be like super famous for shallow water halibut, but the halibut fishery has gone really downhill, like precipitously. There's still a lot of people that come for halibut. But the halibut permit is, to take people charter fishing for halibut, you need an $80,000 permit. And I don't like doing it that much. I did halibut charters working for the Icy Bay Lodge for like, I don't know, 10 years or something. And maybe it wasn't 10 years. Maybe it was just 6 or 7 years. It felt like 10 years. I never got paid very well from that company, and the people were just, there's so much pressure to catch like huge fish, and there's like no huge fish left. Like some people, there's not 300-pound halibut anymore. We're catching 50-pounders, you know? Like, it doesn't matter. Like everybody would be like, well, we got the big fish last year in the River's Edge Lodge or whatever. It's like, oh my gosh. I've been commercial fishing for like 10 years, I don't know, maybe longer. I've still worked like on the side for that lodge every once in a while. I went work for him this spring, and they were supposed to give me a four-wheeler, but I never got my four-wheeler. But I'm not surprised. I think he sent the boat the other way. He wanted to send his boat to Cordova. So I guess I get a four-wheeler next year, or I never do anything else for him again. I haven't heard from him. He kept telling me he was going to send it at the end of the season. He never did. I'd say all of them that stick to it and then do it, you know, full time. But there's a lot of guys that aren't full time. I don't think I'm very good at it. I'm just persistent. I have like the willpower to keep fishing. I like fishing, so I just fish and fish and fish. And eventually, after a certain amount of time, the fish get snagged on my hooks. Yeah, there's one guy here in the fleet that's like crazy good, and there's some old guys that are really good at catching fish and don't go very much. They come out in the winter. Later in the winter, the fishing's way better. It's like, you wouldn't think so, but that's how it is. And I was told that back in the day, like, fishing was more like this, hard to catch anything, but it's gotten better and better. I mean, we had some tough years, but I was like 30 years ago, it was all you could do to catch 2 fish. I got my zip ties like right where the chat comes out. Zip ties blocking the view. I can't read it. Where's the money in Yakutat? Government contracting. Not my business. Get one more? There's no commercial crabbing here. It's not open. I don't think we're gonna get another one. Oh, that yellowtail fillet is calling my name. If it's gonna be 16 degrees, I'll have to try and work to keep my fish from freezing. I'm not going to the Bering Sea. I'm old, man. That's young men's work. It's fine. Don't worry, the fish are coming. Everybody just relax. Tomorrow we'll be able to go out on somewhere, get away from this inlet, the back cove there. Could be some fish hanging out there. Yeah, we're in Alaska for sure. Southeast Alaska. It's getting to be the last part of the troll day because I got to turn my screen brightness down. You know, it's almost the end. You got to turn down the brightness. No, I'm almost 50. My back's hurt. Oh, grumpy bass. Oh, doing okay. We got one fish anyway. A bunch of small ones. I don't know, man, like 40 bucks, 30 bucks. Yesterday I probably spent like $5 or $10. I don't know, not that much. I burned something under a gallon an hour, so fuel's about $5.50 a gallon. That's about just under a gallon an hour, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I've been getting kind of soft lately. Got married, Now I just sit around and eat like a king. What's rigged up? I got a lot of hooks out there. I got like 20 hooks out right now. Got a few rig herring and flutter spoons and some salmon flies and some plastic squid screens. Not getting much love from the fish though. Maybe on this turn I'll get one. This other boat, he's not quitting. It makes me want to stay out here too. Mark's still fishing, I'm not still fishing. Oh, but that yellowtail's calling. The yellowtail's waiting. There's Zyro. Yeah, we'll get some better weather. You know, when we had good weather last week, I guess it was, we went out to the bar, we got a couple. We went up to the Pinnacles, we got 3. Fishing short days. It's not too bad. I bet it breaks loose pretty soon. Before you know it, it'll be 5 feet of snow and we can't go anywhere. I gotta hook my heater up. When it's 16 degrees, that starts to get difficult. I gotta like warm the boat up for a half hour before I can see out my window. Gotta hook up my new heater. Might have trouble getting out of my house. Zyro, the snook slayer. When you go snook fishing again, I want to watch the attempt with the lures so I can critique you. Thank you so much. We got a seal. Got a clapping seal. Bucktails? I haven't caught anything on the bucktail in a while. The first day we got them, we got a keeper on one. Then they started biting bait, so I put the bait down deep. Hey, I can't catch one on nothing in here. Not even, no way. There's no bite. No nothing. Tomorrow will be a new day. It'll be here in no time. We'll just cut this out, and then I think I got a good short or two from today. I'll post up some shorts and I'll schedule another live for tomorrow. Maybe I'll post up some pictures of this fish I got at my house. It's so good. I lent my deer call to Royal and I haven't seen it since. $60 deer call. Probably got 15 kids over there taking turns blowing on it as hard as they can. I'm gonna have to call that guy out on the warranty and have it prepared. Oh, the Huskies. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I can already see the pink and UV colored one. I need to use that over the green one. That's a really good color here in the winter time. We'll fish out there tomorrow and then top off our fuel on Sunday, I think, is what I want to do. Even though I got fuel recently, I didn't top off both my tanks. Unfortunately, the bad news of the fuel man coming through. That might be part of the reason why Killian's not fishing. He was talking about, I haven't paid the fuel man. I'm like, dude, if you don't pay the fuel man, they stop fueling you up. That's how that works. I don't have a no call. They said you can use like a, you can use a piece of plastic, like a chip wrapper, like this. And the deer. It's not working. Chip wrapper is no good. Wrapper might be too thick. So old, but hopefully they don't fall apart. I'll go a little bit further here and I'm gonna turn it around. Pull them up. It's about over with. This light is done. I haven't had any bites for hours. Old saphead caught them all. I have seen those lures, Shannon. Once I saw the picture on the short you posted or whatever. Yeah, there's guys, there's like, you see them on eBay sometimes, and there's one guy with a boat here. He doesn't fish very much, ever, and he's got like a collection, you know. There's tons of them. Yeah, we got Wilson. Didn't have Wilson yet. Wilson's down there here in the shoulder. There he is. There's he. Oh, he's over there. Oh. Minnesota. You've been very good, Wilson. Don't forget the Grand Slam of Buckethead. Wilson's there. Oh yeah. And dog. I want to catch the wahoo so bad. I've got like some fishing tackle coming for the wahoo for next year, and the tackle's here. I got the rod blanks, and then on the internet they're like showing all these videos, like more and more videos of this incredible wahoo fishing. It's like the best wahoo fishing ever. They're just throwing them in the boat right and left. I have to wait for a whole year before I can go wahoo fishing again. Yeah, I can't imagine seeing one come up and grab a topwater lure. I want to get the, I bought a stick bait. I would like to, and I need to get a popper or two. I should probably get two of everything because I'm going to lose some stuff. But, you know when those tuna were like blowing up on the chum out there when we were on anchor? I bet you could have caught them on a popper. I bet you maybe could have got them on a stick bait. Although I don't know why they'd eat anything if they won't eat like a live mackerel that's just going crazy. But the popper does seem to be special. Ling, when you say ling, that makes me think that you're in the Northeast, but I don't know. That's what they call them in the Northeast. Aren't they